Acceptance of non-commitments. Now, I know there's a lot of that going on in this room right here because I just asked how many of you guys are one call closing. If you're not, that means you're leaving with a non-commitment. By the way, let me ask you another percentage question. Of all the deals that you don't close first round, what percentage flat out tell you no? Just sorry, this is a hard no. What percentage? About 80? Okay. Anyone else? 50-50? How many people do you think that there's people out there who say great things and let me think about it and this sounds really good, where really in their head it's a no? Think that's possible? Yeah. We walk out with non-commitments a lot of times, which are maybes, think it overs. It sounds, there's like 1,000 flavors of maybes and think it overs. Give me a few. What are some things you usually hear out there?
Need more time.
Need more time, sleep on it, pray on it. Top two, fill in the blank. Anyone else?
Taxes, CPA.
Taxes, CPA.
Attorney.
Yeah. Here's why this happens. At the end of your sales call, sellers are either at a no, there's a hidden deal killer, there's a concern, there's something keeping them from moving forward even if they want to, or it's just not time to make a decision. When we have a big decision to make, do we make it immediately or do we make it when we have to? Think about it. Like, oh, I've got this massive decision. Bang, here's my decision. We usually sit on it and we just kind of let it ruminate until it's time to make a decision and then we go for it. Correct? And investors and acquisition agents are afraid to put their foot down because they don't want to kill a deal. Well, if I make a decision now, I might turn them off. I might get it in follow-up. So why would I ask for a decision now? I'm just going to be Mr. Nice Guy. Now, I'm not saying be a jerk or pressure anybody. I'll tell you how to do it. The rule to live by is anything other than a yes is a no. That's a fact. Okay? That's a fact. If you walk out of an appointment and they promise that in the next 60 minutes they're going to call you and do business with you, do you own a house? Do you have a deal? No. You don't. It sounds pretty, sounds good. But in reality, it's a no. You don't have a deal. So there's yeses, everything else is a no. And you just need to have that mindset that if you're at the end of the sales call and it's not a yes, it's a no. And what I'm going to recommend is you verbalize that. Sellers oftentimes won't give you a no, so you tell them it's a no deal. Sounds harsh. I'll tell you how to do it the right way, though. It's not harsh whatsoever. And I'll tell you what will happen. Sounds like this, first of all. Hey, listen, after everything we discussed today, all the reasons why you're considering selling, and kind of why those are so important to you, and then all the concerns you have if you did decide to sell, and how we would handle all of those things for you. If at this point you're still not comfortable and confident in moving forward, it probably means that you shouldn't. This is a no, and that's okay. That's scary, isn't it? It's really scary to do, but I'll tell you, there's only 3 things that have ever happened in the history of mankind when you do this. Number 1, if it is a no, you give them permission to tell you no, and they say, yeah, you know what, you're right. Not going to work for us. Now, if it's a no, would you rather know it or just be left in the dark in endless hamster wheel follow-up mode? Do you want to know or do you not want to know? Yeah. So that's good. So that's number 1 thing that can happen is they actually tell you the truth. If it's a no, I mean, I guarantee we've all walked out of appointments or got frustrated and said, if it's a no, why won't they just tell me? Like, I'm not pressuring them. Just if it's a no, it's cool. Just I wish they would let me know. Number 2 thing that might happen is there's something they're still concerned about. There's motivation. They want to do something, but they've got to figure out something else. Talk to someone. There's a hidden deal killer. They're a little worried about this. They haven't figured out this. They got to talk to this person, and this is when it comes out. And 9 times out of 10, it sounds like, no, I'm not saying that. It's just that I'm worried about it. I need to talk to. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I'm trying to figure this out. It's a hidden deal killer. And it finally pops out when it's decision time. When you take the deal off the table, they won't let you take the deal off the table, motivation's there, and the concern comes out, we can deal with it. Sometimes it's an easy one to deal with, and we get the deal. Sometimes it's not, but now we know why we didn't get the deal. That's the second option. Is that also good? It's good, right? If you uncover what's holding them back, that's good. Because if you don't do it here, what are you doing? You're calling every few days trying to figure out that question. Why didn't you? What's going on? What's the concern? Let's get it done right now. The third thing that sometimes happens is you just say, you know what? Let's do it. It's time to make a decision. So they make a decision. Is that a bad thing? And it's not pressure. We're not turning the screws. This isn't timeshare sales, right? Or any of those industries that are known for that really high, those high pressure tactics. We take the deal away. So we can uncover the truth. Is it a no? Do you have a concern you haven't dealt with yet? Or is it a yes, and now you're going to make the decision? All three of those are good. So don't be afraid of telling the seller no if you get to the end of the call and they want to give you a maybe you're thinking of